and welcome to the Kitty Jones Show. This is Kitty Jones, and today we're going to be talking about singles and dating in the city. Okay, so we're going to have a lively discussion. We have a panel made up of single men and women of all different ages, and we will get their points of view and what they've experienced in the dating world. So let's get started. This is what we're going to do. When you feel like you want to talk, I want you to give it to me. We're going to talk, first of all, about social networking. And so my thing about social networking is tell me if this is something you've done, and just tell me what you've experienced. Let's go. How about you, Brianna? Have you ever used social networking?
Social networking to date?
Yes.
No.
No, so you haven't ever used it. How many of you have used, show of hands, how many of you all have used social networking? And what have your experiences been, Chad?
Fruitless.
Fruitless. And when you say fruitless, what do you mean?
You know, online you can be anything you want to be. And so it makes it harder, you know, they put up these great profiles about who they are, and then when you meet them, it's totally opposite.
Yes, because mine was that. I always thought that social networking was a good thing. It's like shopping for a date. And the pool is so much bigger than it is if you're going to a club or something like that. So you get to, it's not easy to get, to start up. I mean, you have to pay a little bit of money, and then you have to, you have to talk about yourself, which I find very interesting. So that, you have to be descriptive about yourself. It's hard to talk about yourself. So, CJ, have you ever used them? No, you haven't used them either. Okay. Ryan, your experiences.
I haven't really used dating sites per se or social networking, but I have gotten stuck into the dating via a text message or email where a phone is never in the equation, and that becomes very frustrating too.
And Joy?
I've tried it, and I agree with the gentleman here where he said some of the profile information was not correct. But my main experience is that I've run into a lot of men with low self-esteem. Or they come across as being very confident, but when I'm out at the restaurant and people are looking at me and they're like, well, why are you getting all this attention? It becomes a problem. Because I'm very, energetic, athletic, so I'm going to get some attention.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Kristen, have you used them?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, what have your experiences been?
The exact same thing that I think Shannon said is, they're on there, I'm looking, just to settle down and go out and, the first thing they're saying is, so you trying to come back? I'm like, who are you? Like, what's your name? Like, so I don't like it.
Exactly. Well, the way we came up with the idea to do this is that I give a whole lot of parties. And a very common topic is dating and experience with dating. And one main thing that came out of the social networking question was that people just tend to be dishonest. You see pictures up there, and you meet, after talking to them a little bit, and you go out on a date, and you see them, you're like, that's not you. The picture 5 years ago. So it's dishonest. And I guarantee you, I think we received about 25 questionnaires back, and about 20 of them, particularly women, said, not good. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about texting and, cell phones and replacing the real good old communication. What have your experiences been with that? Like, getting the texting to break up, getting the texting because I can't be there. I mean, how many of you have used that, texting and the cell phone, calling on the phone to do what you should be doing as far as, face to face? How many? Okay, Kristen, tell us about that.
Well, I tend to use it if I really don't want to speak to the person. So, okay.
Oh, so you take the chicken way out, so it's easy to do.
There was this one particular guy who I never wanted to go out with in the first place, but you're kind of backed into a corner and
right.
You say, yeah. So, he's calling, and I kind of, hit the ignore button, or I don't, answer the phone, and pretty much like the day that we were supposed to actually go out, when I finally agreed, I had to send him a text, and I was like, oh, I can't talk right now, I'm at work, and I really wasn't, I think I was off. Anyway, I'm at work, and but I can't make it tonight, I'm sorry, I hope you get this, so.
Oh, and it's just a lot easier to do.
Yeah.
Now, what I think is interesting is, okay, we do it, but can we take it? Because, I think one thing I wanted to have the conversation, but I also wanted us to put the shoe on the other foot, so to speak. If we're, I'm sure you know how it feels when you're supposed to go out with somebody and, an hour after you're supposed to go on a date, they text you and say, oh, I'm sorry, something came up. But on the flip side, you're doing that.
Right.
Somebody else shared their experience. How about you?
I broke up with people on text. I've done all that.
You have? And do you think that's right?
As long as, we breaking up, what's the difference?
I think it's just a respect thing. You don't care anymore, even though you're breaking up?
Not like that, but I guess sometimes, if I'm doing the breaking up, I feel like I've been disrespected.
Okay. So they deserve that, you think?
No, I don't think they deserve it, but I'm just not. My respect is gone. So,
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I've done that. I've done all that.
You've done all that.
Social network.
So has it ever been done to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're okay?
No, I'm okay with it.
You weren't okay, so it hurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would hurt. It would hurt if they didn't do it, if they did it a different way though.
Right,
You know what I
true,
mean?
true. Good point. CJ, tell us about you and texting and how it fits into the whole dating thing for you.
Well, texting allows you to, still do what you want to do without having to be bogged down with talk. You can do other things and multitask and just text.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
If you want to have a serious conversation, I don't like to do serious conversations over email and text and stuff like that. We need to either talk on the phone or meet up. But, just texting here and there to say, hey, what's up? We don't have to talk on the phone for an hour just to say, hey, what's up? If I'm busy doing something, it allows me to still communicate. So.
That's a really good point. How many of you all agree with that? I think that, yeah.
I agree
Don?
with it, and in addition, sometimes I can use texting to, my name is Don, and I'm from Maryland. I'll text to find out if she can take a brief call. She might be busy or at work, so I use all modes of communication. But as CJ said, I prefer the intimacy of voice communication as often as possible.
Oh, I think that's fabulous. And Don is bringing it from a mature point of view. And I like that because, has a man ever, ladies, has a man ever called you, texted you and said, can you talk for 5 minutes? You have 5 minutes to talk. I think that is so respectful. I think that's just such a nice touch. What do you think, women? I think it's wonderful. So, my point is that I'm hoping that men and women get that. It's so good. Thanks, CJ, for that, and thanks, Don, for that. We're going to close out, and we're going to go to break. Please join us. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. And we're talking to our singles about why are they single? We're going to go right there. I want to talk to my single male and female guests and audience members about why are you single? Is it by choice? Is it because you can't find anybody? I want to go there. How are you, Tiffany? Why is such a beautiful woman like yourself single? Single.
Definitely by choice, not by, thank you. Definitely by choice, not by challenge.
And why by choice, Tiffany?
Just tired of a lot of games that a lot of the men are out there playing, and
Give us an example of some of the games.